The Millbrook Community Theater was packed on opening night. Emma Carter had spent 3 weeks painting sets, ironing costumes, and making sure everything was perfect.
Emma, have you met Vanessa? She's playing the lead. Vanessa, this is my wife.
Oh, hi! Daniel talks about you sometimes.
Sometimes. That's sweet.
Vanessa is honestly the funniest person backstage. She gets my sense of humor in a way most people just don't.
Emma smiled. It was the kind of smile you practice so nobody sees what's underneath it.
Oh, stop it. You're the funny one.
No, seriously. We have great chemistry. The whole cast says so.
The people standing nearby laughed. But Emma watched Vanessa's face. That wasn't a performance laugh. That was something else.
Great chemistry. How nice for the show.
Oh, it really helps when you're on stage together. The audience can always tell when it's fake.
Exactly. You can't fake real connection.
Daniel put his arm around Emma's shoulder, but his eyes stayed on Vanessa just a half second too long. Emma noticed. Emma always noticed.
I should go check on the programs.
She walked away slowly. She wasn't going to cry. She wasn't going to yell. She was going to pay attention. The next afternoon, the theater director asked for volunteers to clean out the old prop room. Emma was the first to show up.
You must be Emma. I'm Maggie. I've been running the costume department here for 22 years, and I have never once cleaned that room. Consider yourself warned.
How bad is it?
There are wigs in there older than my grandchildren.
Maggie handed Emma a flashlight and pushed open a door that creaked like it hadn't moved since 1987.
What are all these boxes?
Old production journals. Every director kept one. Notes on every show. What worked, what didn't, who did what, who said what. Every mistake, every secret. The theater remembers everything, dear.
Emma picked up a journal from 1994 and flipped it open. Someone had written in small, careful handwriting. The audience believes what you show them. The actor knows what's true. The two are never the same.
These are incredible.
Theater people are watchers. That's the whole job. You watch people. You figure out what they're really doing versus what they want everyone to think they're doing.
That sounds less like theater and more like marriage.
Honey, most marriages are theater.
Emma sat down on a dusty trunk. Something had clicked quietly into place inside her mind.
Maggie, can I ask you something personal?
You can ask me anything in this room. Nothing that gets said in the prop room ever leaves it.
How do you know when someone is acting? I mean, really acting. When they're not on stage.
Easy. Ask them a question they didn't prepare for. A person telling the truth answers without thinking. A person lying buys time. They repeat your question back to you. They look up and to the left. They laugh when it isn't funny.
Emma looked down at the journal in her hands. She had a husband. She had questions. And now she had a method. That evening, Emma made Daniel's favorite dinner. Pot roast. The good kind. She set the table carefully and waited.
This smells amazing. What's the occasion?
No occasion. I just felt like cooking something real.
How was the prop room?
Dusty, but interesting. We found all these old journals, full of notes about the shows, the people involved, really detailed stuff.
Sounds boring.
It was actually fascinating. The directors wrote down everything, like every conversation they heard backstage, every time someone said one thing and did another.
Daniel kept eating. He didn't look up.
Oh, I ran into Sophie today. She asked how the show was going. I told her you've been having a great time backstage.
Sophie from next door?
Mm-hmm. She asked who you'd been spending time with over there.
I mean the whole cast. It's a group thing.
Right, sure. She specifically asked about Vanessa, though. Said she saw you two in the parking lot after rehearsal last Tuesday.
Daniel put down his fork. There it was. Not guilt exactly, but the pause that comes just before a lie.
We were just running lines.
In the parking lot?
The rehearsal room was being used.
At 9 at night?
Emma, why are you making this weird?
I'm not making anything. I'm just asking. Sophie was curious.
Well, Sophie should mind her own business.
Emma smiled and took a bite of pot roast. She hadn't talked to Sophie at all, but now she knew something she needed to know. Daniel had been in that parking lot with Vanessa on a Tuesday at 9 o'clock. He hadn't denied it. He had explained it. And nobody explains something that didn't happen. 2 days later, Emma arrived early to the theater and found Vanessa setting up flowers by the ticket booth.
Oh, Emma, I didn't know you were coming in today.
I'm helping Maggie with the second act costumes. Hey, quick question. Do you remember last Tuesday? I couldn't find Daniel after rehearsal. He said he was running lines somewhere.
Tuesday. I think rehearsal went late. I honestly can't remember.
Oh, that's fine. It doesn't matter.
Wait, actually, I think I left early Tuesday. My car was having trouble.
Emma nodded slowly. She kept her face perfectly calm.
Oh, that's right. He mentioned something about that. Your car, out front.
Yeah, in the parking lot. It was the weirdest thing with the battery.
Such a pain. And it was so late, too.
Vanessa's smile stayed on her face, but her eyes went somewhere else for just a second. She had just confirmed what Emma already knew, and she had done it without being asked a single direct question.
Well, I hope the car's okay now. See you at call time.
Emma walked toward the costume room with the same calm steps she'd walked in with. But inside, every single piece was locking into place. Maggie was pinning a hem when Emma came in and sat down without saying anything for a moment.
You found something.
They were both in the parking lot Tuesday at 9. Daniel said they were running lines. She said she left early because of her car. He was there. She was there. They both lied about why.
2 separate lies that just happened to be about the same night. Interesting.
The problem is, I have no proof. I just have 2 people telling 2 different stories about the same time and place.
Honey, you don't need a judge. You know what you know.
I want it to mean something. I don't want to scream at him and have him tell me I'm crazy. I've seen what that looks like. Women who yell get called unstable. Women who cry get called dramatic.
So don't yell and don't cry.
What do I do instead?
You're in a theater, dear. What does this theater do on the last night of every season?
Emma thought for a moment.
The anonymous story night, where anyone can submit a story and the director reads them aloud to the whole audience.
No names, no accusations, just a story. And stories, in the right room, have a funny way of landing exactly where they need to.
Emma looked at the costume rack in front of her. All those clothes. All those parts people played. She had been playing a part too. It was time to write herself a better role. The next morning, Emma knocked on the office door of Richard, the theater's longtime director and board chair.
Emma, come in, sit wherever you like. Mind the scripts on the chair.
Richard, I wanted to ask about the anonymous story night. For the final show of the season.
Of course, a wonderful tradition, 40 years running. Anyone may submit a story completely without attribution, and I read them aloud to the full audience. No exceptions, no editing. What's written is what I read.
And no one knows who wrote them?
No one, not even me. The stories are slipped under my office door in sealed envelopes. I open them on stage, cold, in front of everyone. That's rather the point of it.
What kinds of stories do people usually submit?
Oh, all kinds. Confessions, memories, jokes. Last year, someone submitted a recipe for banana bread, which I read with full dramatic gravity, I assure you.
What if a story was about something real? Something that happened? About real people, but without using names?
Richard leaned back and pressed his fingers together in the way older men do when they are choosing their words carefully.
The tradition is storytelling. The theater has always been a safe place for truth. If a story is honest and it is written with craft and it does not name or directly accuse anyone, then it belongs in the tradition. That is rather the point of the whole enterprise.
Thank you, Richard.
Emma, whatever you're carrying, stories are lighter when you share them.
She thanked him again and walked out. She had 3 days before the final show. That night, after Daniel fell asleep, Emma sat at the kitchen table with a pen and a notepad. She wasn't writing a diary. She was writing a story. She wrote about a woman in a small town who volunteered her time and her heart to something she believed in. She wrote about a husband who stood in a lit room and told a stranger she was the only one who understood him. She wrote about parking lots and late nights, and 2 people who couldn't even manage to tell the same lie. She didn't write anyone's name. She didn't have to. The story was true, and true things have a weight to them that people recognize even when the names are missing. She sealed the envelope at 1 a.m, wrote nothing on the outside, and set it by her purse to deliver in the morning. Then she went to bed. For the first time in weeks, she slept deeply. The final show of the season always drew the biggest crowd. People came for the play, but they stayed for the story night. Everyone in Millbrook knew about the story night. Emma arrived early. Daniel was backstage with the crew. Vanessa was in the green room getting ready. Sophie had come as Emma's guest and sat beside her in the third row.
Are you nervous?
A little.
You look incredibly calm for someone who's nervous.
I've been practicing.
The play ran its full 2 hours. It was good. The cast was solid. Daniel worked the lights in the booth above, and Emma watched the whole thing without looking up at him once. Then the house lights came halfway up, and Richard walked to the center of the stage with a small stack of envelopes.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the part of our evening that this theatre holds most dear. 40 years of this tradition, 40 years of truth told in a safe room. I will now read what was written. I did not read these before tonight. What you hear, I hear for the first time alongside you.
He opened the first envelope. A funny story about a man who forgot his lines and improvised so badly the audience thought it was modern art. Everyone laughed. He opened the second. A sweet story about a woman who met her husband at this theater 40 years ago and never told him she had almost not come that night. Then Richard opened a third envelope. He paused for just one beat. Then he read,
There is a woman in this story. She paints sets and irons costumes and shows up early and stays late. Nobody calls her the lead, but without her, nothing runs. There is a man in this story. He stands in bright rooms and says warm things to other people about how well they understand him. He says it in front of his wife, which means one of two things. Either he doesn't care if she hears it, or he wants her to. Neither one is kind. There is another woman in the story. She is talented and she knows it. But she made a choice to reach for something that wasn't hers to take, and she told 2 different lies about one Tuesday night. And she forgot that in a small town, the same story gets told twice, and everyone eventually hears both versions. Here is the ending. The woman who painted the sets stopped painting someone else's picture. She picked up a pen instead. The audience always knows who did the real work. They may not say it in the moment, but they remember it. They always remember it.
The room was quiet for 1 full second. Then someone began to clap. Then more people. Then the whole room. Emma did not look at the stage. She looked straight ahead. But she felt Sophie reach over and take her hand. Backstage, Daniel had been listening to the show on the monitor. He heard every word. He did not come down from the booth. Vanessa was still in the green room. She heard it on the speaker above the mirror. She looked at herself for a long moment. Then she started removing her stage makeup. After the show, while the crowd moved through the lobby, Emma found Maggie by the coat rack.
How do you feel?
Strange. Not bad strange, just lighter.
That's what happens when you put something down that you've been carrying too long.
I don't know what happens next. With Daniel. With any of it.
That's okay. You don't have to know tonight.
I keep thinking about what you said. That the theater remembers everything.
It does. Every show, every person, every true thing that was ever said in these rooms.
I'm going to be okay, aren't I?
It wasn't really a question. Maggie answered it anyway.
Honey, you wrote the story. That means you're the author. Authors always know how it ends, even before it gets there.
Emma laughed. The real kind. The kind that surprises you. Daniel found her in the lobby 5 minutes later. His face was tight. His jaw was set. He started to say something.
Emma, I think we need to talk about...
I know. We do. But not tonight.
What does that mean?
It means I'm not ready to hear your version of events yet. I've already heard 2 others. I'll let you know when I'm ready for a third.
She picked up her coat. Sophie was waiting by the door. Emma walked toward her without looking back. 1 week after the final show, Emma came back to finish sorting the prop room. Maggie was there again. The journals were all stacked neatly now, ready to be preserved.
You're looking better.
I talked to a lawyer on Wednesday.
Good.
Daniel is staying at his brother's place. He tried to tell me I overreacted to a story that wasn't even about him.
Of course he did.
Vanessa quietly dropped out of next season's production.
Also not surprising.
I signed up to assistant direct the spring show.
Maggie looked up from the box she was sorting and smiled.
Now that is a surprise.
A good one, I hope.
A very good one.
Emma picked up one of the old journals and turned to a blank page near the back. She wrote the date at the top. Then she wrote one line. "This is where the new production begins." She closed the journal. She set it back with the others. Then she rolled up her sleeves and got back to work. The moral of this story: the quietest person in the room is often the one paying the closest attention. And that is a power no one can take from you. Emma never yelled, never accused, and never lost herself trying to prove something to people who had already decided not to see her. She watched carefully. She asked simple questions, and she let the truth find its own way into the light. Daniel and Vanessa weren't brought down by Emma's anger. They were brought down by their own sloppy lies, and by the fact that a woman who had been treated like she was invisible finally chose to be the one holding the pen. If you have ever been overlooked, talked past, or made to feel like the helper in your own story, remember that the person who shows up, does the real work, and pays attention is never as powerless as they are made to feel. The audience always knows who actually built the stage. They remember.